Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Black Male Advice TV. We are in the building again for another awesome live stream. Get these headphones on. Today we're going to be talking about an interesting topic. Hopefully that most men are tuning in. What I want to share is a topic that a brother shared on YouTube, and I want to pretty much give my reaction and commentary to it to add more detail. Seems to be a lot of us men out here where we're just sleeping around with women, having babies, and then we want to complain when we're going through hell and hot waters, right? We're going to take a look at this particular video. We're going to hear what the brother have to say, and I'm going to share my thoughts about, what we're seeing. The goal of this stream here is to make men understand that we have to be more responsible with our seed. We have to be more responsible with our desires in terms of the type of women we deal with. Because a lot of times we deal with sisters and we have no business dealing with them. Most men are thirsty. They just want to have sex, but they don't look at the consequences. You hear a lot of men on social media, they talking about black women this, black women that. They choose all the wrong men. They having all these babies out of wedlock. But you know what? I hold you brothers accountable for this. Because number one, the sisters won't be getting pregnant if you are not planting your seed inside of them. The sisters won't have that ability if you didn't deposit. If you don't make no deposits in your bank account, nothing's going to be in there. So as men, we have to really look at what we're doing, what kind of women we dealing with. A lot of brothers are on child support. They're struggling. They're mad with their baby mama. But whose fault is this? Is it your baby mama that's at fault? Is she the problem? No, it's you. See, we have to be accountable as men. You want to go out there and follow what dating coaches are doing. You want to go out there and pump and dump the sisters. You want to go out there and just place your rod up in women, releasing your seed. And then when we have all these babies now, the children are suffering. The children are suffering because of our choices. But we want to blame women. Single mother this, single mother that. No, let's talk about the men that are planting these seeds inside these women. See, nobody want to talk about that. We just want to act like it's the woman's fault. She's just a hoe. No, you brothers are whoremongers. You brothers are the ones implanting your DNA in these women. These women are not going to turn up pregnant. If you had more responsibility and accountability for what you do as a man, you got to take action on what you're doing. You understand? You got to look at the choices you make as men. Because children are suffering in these homes without no fathers, and their mom is dysfunctional, and all we want to do on social media is say how these women are no good, they're making all these bad choices, who want to deal with a single baby mama, who want to deal with this, when as men, we are the ones creating the single mother. We're the one who's doing this. We're the ones who are out here trying our best out of thirst to get with these women. We're the ones who are thirsty for vagina and wop, that we don't really care who we sleep with as long as we could get some vagina. And then when she turned up pregnant, now all of a sudden now we want to cry. No, we need to take accountability as men. Let's see who we got in the building. Shout out to Carl. I see you in the building. Carl, Kenny Williams, Hulk Strong, Sean, Steed, D'Antonio, Jacob Jennings, what's going on? Judah Warrior, Brother Ryan. Let me see. Sean Owens in the building. Moderator, what's going on, brother? Paris, how you doing? Jacob Jennings. Let's see who else we got. Rollo in the building, what's going on? I think that's about it. Make sure y'all subscribe to Rollo, another brother in the truth, putting in work. Subscribe to his channel now. Subscribe to the brother and show love. You know what I mean? We're talking about real topics, real issues. You know, it's enough is enough. We have to stop playing these games. You know, we're not 15 years old anymore. A lot of us are grown men, grown women. We're talking about how bad the community is, but yet we're making all these choices. You brothers are right now about to go check out a lady right now, and your plan is to pump and dump. If that sister end up turning up pregnant, what are you going to do about it? See, a lot of times us men, we want to tell these sisters, you on birth control, sister? Are you going to take that morning after pill? See, you're a wicked brother when you have to ask the women those things. That just proves right there that you're not really interested in dealing with that sister. I was just on a live stream. Brother New Breed had a stream, and he was going in, talking about real shit. You had a lot of women complaining, you know what I'm saying, I'm not with this, and, I'm against polygyny, and I'm against all of this other stuff, but our women are out here doing polyamory. They're out here sleeping around with Tom, Dick, and Harry, multiple men, dating, doing this and that, but have a problem with brothers that speak truth. You know what I mean? But see, these sisters don't understand that when Breed speak on these issues, it's not coming from a heart of whoredom. It's not coming from a heart of us men just going out there, just smashing women just to do it. We about building family and structure. You understand? But we have a problem because there's a lot of men that are out here whoremongering, pumping and dumping our sisters. Righteous brothers are trying to set a standard so that brothers can follow. Not everybody's going to follow the standard. But you can't, as sisters, look at righteous men and think that, when they promote polygyny, it's all about us just fucking some woman. Working men are too busy building. Working men are too busy trying to focus on getting profit, making money for his family. He's too busy trying to learn new skills, new trades. He's not out in the street pumping and dumping women all damn day. We too busy working. You understand? The only brothers that got time to do that are busybodies who don't got no job, no career, no ambition. And you sisters who complain, you always allow those type of men in your womb. You always give those type of men the best years of your life. You do that. You'll give a brother your vagina during your prime years, and then when you're 35, 40, now all of a sudden now you want a brother to come in and wife you up. Now all of a sudden you want a man to take you under his wing and make you his wife. No, it's not gonna happen. You can't give the best years of your life to the worst possible men in your youth. And then when you get older, you wanna give the good brother the leftovers. That don't make no sense, man. We teach accountability for men and women. But it seems like when brothers talk about women issues, women wanna cry foul play. But when we talk about men, all the women will come in the chat, all in the live, start liking the video. Yeah, get them, brother. Get those men. Those men are no good. Well, what about you sisters? Because it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango, man. You got all these kids being born in these dysfunctional households where their mom is a hoe. All she do is go around sleeping around with everybody talking about she dating. How you dating? You a mom. You don't got no damn time to be dating. Dating what? What are you dating? You got a kid to take care of. You got a house to clean. You got all sorts of responsibilities, but you talking about I'm going on a date. And then you brothers are out here trying to see who you can smash and dash. Let me see what sister I can get. Look at that ass. She looking real good. I want to get with her just so I can sleep with her. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to wear this condom so I don't get caught out there. Listen, you could wear a condom, and the Most High will still jack your ass up and make that woman get pregnant somehow. And then she'll put you on child support just so you can learn your lesson. Just so that you can learn that you're a hypocrite. Just so that you can learn that you're no good as a man. We need brothers to be accountable for their actions, man. Enough is enough, man. Y'all playing too many damn games, man. Too many kids out here are suffering because they're in households where the father's not home because him and his baby mama having a bunch of issues and drama and petty bullshit. And their mom is out there living her best life now. She 35. 35-year-old grown woman talking about she living her best life. She's on the gram shaking her ass, putting pictures and this and that, and she got a son. This is the world we live in. And that same woman is expecting to get a high-value man later on in life. Could you believe that? Makes no sense, but this is what we got to deal with. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cario Frank for the super chat. Appreciate the support. Appreciate your support. Said truth. You know? We got to talk about these issues, man. So we're going to take a look at the footage. We're going to roll this, hear what the brother got to say, and then we're going to pretty much chop it up here and there. But listen carefully to what this brother's saying, man, because this brother's speaking some real talk. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame that he had to learn the hard way. A lot of you brothers, you're going to learn the hard way because you didn't want to take heed to brothers that are in the truth. You didn't want to listen to your uncle. You didn't want to listen to nobody. You wanted to just go out there, get with women, sleep around, do what you want to do, and now you suffering. So, without further ado, let's get into this particular clip here. Let me play my little disclaimer. You already don't know how it is. I always have to play my disclaimer. Always got to do what I got to do. Let's go.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody which doesn't infringe the copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Okay, let's get into this particular stream now. Let's go.
If you base your relationship on sex, it's not gonna work. And if you mess around and have a baby, y'all gonna end up hating each other.
Facts.
Because you ain't right for each other in the first place. I want to share something with y'all that happened yesterday. And then I want to get into something that I feel like every man, every teenage boy and young man should think about before they go out and have sex unprotected and potentially bring a child into this world. You know, as y'all know, I have 2 kids, a little boy and a little girl. You know, the greatest things that ever happened to me. I ain't never loved nobody as much as I love them 2 kids. And I can say that wholeheartedly, unequivocally. There is no statement that has ever been truer. I love my kids with everything in me. They're blessings. I don't look at my kids as baggage. They ain't holding me back. I love my kids, right?
Now notice this brother love his kids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you sisters be thinking that black men are not there. A lot of times they be in these toxic relationships with women that they should have never dealt with. But they got much love for their kids and they never get no respect. They there for their children. They take care of their children. They struggle, but they always there for their kids. But you sisters be online talking about the baby father ain't shit. And these be good brothers. They just made messed up choices out of thirst. The problem is not the kids. It's not the kids' fault. They came into the world, yes, but he's taking responsibility. But at the same time, his story, it goes deep because it shows how most children are suffering under these circumstances when the father's over here and the mother's over there. And everybody's fighting while the child's in the middle just wanting love. And they don't got it. Then they grow up in these dysfunctional places and you wonder why your daughter's on the gram shaking her ass. Because she's looking for love that she could have got from her pops or love from her mom. This is why we have to have marriage unions where the man and the woman stay together. It's too much dysfunction where our people are separated. We having all these babies, baby mama, drama, father, nonsense all damn day. We got to get back to the Most High and do what is right. Let's go.
And the one thing that I never want to have to tell my kids is I can't. You know, there's one thing if my kids ask me for something and I decide as an adult as their dad that no, you can't have that. But to be able to, for my child to ask me for something and I physically can't give it to him, no matter how bad I want to give it to him, the fact that I can't give it to him, that's something that really hits you to the core as a man when you got kids, because you want to be there for your kids, especially coming from the environment that I came from. Pretty much, I would say, in the neighborhood I grew up in, right? Let's just say in my age group, right? Let's say the school bus pick us up. How many kids gonna be getting on that school bus with me in the morning? I used to ride the school bus. I would say there was maybe, let's say like 30 kids that used to get on the bus with me at my bus stop. I ain't even talking about the kids that I was friends with in school and all that, but just at my bus stop, let's say there was 30 kids waiting on the school bus to go to the same school in the morning. I would say out of all of those 30 kids, there might have only been like 3 or 4 kids that had a mama and a daddy at the house.
Did you notice that? Out of all the kids that were at the bus stop, he said only about three of them had a mom and a dad at the house. A mom and a dad at the house. Only about 3 of them. See, what I want you brothers to get from this show is how to hold yourself accountable when you're dealing with women. We can't just keep looking at women, oh, they're the problem. You know, stay away from single mothers. They're the devil. No, a lot of you brothers are the devil. See, a lot of you brothers, you just want to get with a woman to pump her up, to bust a nut. And you're not thinking about the future. You're not thinking about the kids. You're not thinking about the trauma that the children are going to go through. You're not thinking about the bitterness the woman is going to develop because you left her. You're not thinking about none of that stuff. You're just thinking about yourself. See, before this brother got with that woman, he was most likely just thinking about himself, or he was a good brother trying to do the right thing and his woman was no good. But I don't know him personally. I don't know his woman personally. But one thing I do know is that if he's not with the woman and they produce this child, then they both weren't supposed to be with each other. They were both on some bullshit. And now the child got to suffer. And when you listen to his story, it's sad. When you think about what the children have to go through because of our choices. We're not looking at the choices we make affect these kids. And we think just because they're kids, who cares? Always remember, people, we were children at one point. We were kids. Most of us didn't have our father home. Most of us, our mom was out there being a hoe. Mom may have been on drugs. Nobody want to talk about these things. Maybe you had an abusive father, abusive mom. A lot of us grew up in fucked up situations. So we know about the drama. So why would we want to cause the next generation to have the same nonsense? Why would we want to do the same thing? We got to be responsible in who we deal with. And stop just going out there just having sex with whoever because she got a fat ass. That behind is going to put you on child support. That behind is going to make your daughter or son not like you. Because you're doing a bunch of nonsense, man. And that's why on this channel, I deal with both accountability for the man and the woman. Ain't no one-sided woman bashing, talking a bunch of garbage, and you ain't holding these brothers accountable. You brothers talking about, well, I'm just not trying to get no woman pregnant. I'm just going to try to just, I'm gonna have my pull-out game on point. Was just on New Breed's live show, and he posted a scripture where it talked about how the brother was commanded by the Most High to pretty much deal with his brother's wife because the brother passed away. And he had to produce seed for his brother. And the Most High told him to go and make that woman your wife by going in unto her. But what the brother did, rather than him doing what the Most High commanded and give seed so she could produce an heir for the brother that passed, he instead had sex with her, had the pleasure of dealing with her. And the scripture says that he let his seed drop to the earth, which means the pull-out game was even going on in biblical times. The brother had his pleasure and then pulled out and said, hell no, I'm not gonna get her pregnant. And the Most High put him to death for what he did. The Most High need to put all of you brothers that are listening to death for practicing the pull-out game. All of you brothers that want to pump and dump, smash and dash, the Most High need to put you to death right on the spot. That way we could get rid of you. Because you brothers are the ones creating the single mothers. You brothers are the ones scarring our women, making their body count go through the roof. You brothers are doing that. I don't care about what these content creators are saying on YouTube about our women this and our women that. We know our women have problems. But let's talk about you brothers. What about you? You out here pumping and dumping, smashing and dashing, but you don't hold yourself accountable. You got these sisters walking around with strollers and babies, and then you want to judge them and say, oh, you know, it's just a bad choice she made. No, you made the choice to lay with her. If you know you don't want no kids, why are you having sex with women? Ladies, your legs are supposed to be permanently closed if a man is not really trying to be with you for real. If a man is not trying to be with you for real, your legs are supposed to be closed. Now don't get me wrong, there's a lot of sisters that'll open their legs and you brothers really wanted to be with them, but for whatever reason, they didn't want to be with you. You can't control a situation like that. But you ladies need to be accountable for the kind of men you deal with. If a brother is not trying to be with you on the real, no sex, no head, no hand jobs, nothing. Don't do it. He's not serious. Judge the brother by his fruit. Judge him by his lifestyle. Do he got the character of being a man that's gonna be there with you long term? Stop being stupid, man. Stop letting a brother just sweet talk you into your pants. But he's not trying to be there. Once he get the pussy, he out. Now you looking stupid. Now you got a baby. Now you pregnant. Now you on Facebook complaining about your baby daddy ain't shit. Be responsible, man. You know? Let me see what we got here. Shout out to Brown for the super chat. Appreciate that. Appreciate your support. Shout out to Rollo for the super chat. And shout out to Shiva for the super chat. Appreciate that. Rollo said, Ringo gonna post a scripture in the chat. Shout out once again to the pioneer Ringo. Appreciate that, brother. Oh, you posted scripture already? 2 Ezra, chapter 5, verse 8 says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and fire shall be oft set out again, and the wild beast shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Yeah, monsters. That's what's happening right now. You have a lot of women that are bringing forth babies, and a lot of times, I'm going to give you the spin on what's really going on. Brothers focus on the fact that these women are bringing forth monsters. But the truth is, she's bringing forth the seed of a man that's a monster. So it's not that these women are the ones bringing forth the monsters. She's only reproducing the seed that was planted in her by a demon. You understand? That's what she's doing. She's bringing forth that seed. So you brothers that are planting your seeds in these women, if you're a wicked brother, you're going to cause a woman to bring forth another being into this world that is just wicked, just like you. To repeat the same process, man. We got to do better. We got to do better, people. Let me see what we got here. All for Wisdom. Appreciate the support. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that. You said, salute, brother Ringo. Keep pushing the raw and uncut truth. As a woman, I really appreciate your message. Your type of content is what the masses need to hear. Appreciate that. Let's get back into the stream here. Let's play this video again. Let's go. Whoa. Made a mistake here. Hold on. Let that go around. Wrong button. Wrong button. Let me see. Hold on. Which one is this? Hold on. All right. I think this is it here. Let me make sure I turn that off. All right.
You know, so when they talk about these statistics of being so high with the single parent rate in America, I ain't got a problem at all believing that them numbers are true, because in my life, you know, I've seen that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me get into my story. Yesterday, I had to go drop my kids off. I got 50-50 custody of my kids. So time sharing is, the way we split our time sharing is like my kids stay with me 3 nights a week. Then they spend the next 3 nights with their mom, and then we just rotate back and forth.
Now think about the lifestyle of that, where your kids are it's like your kids is on rotation. Your kids go with the pops this time, then they go with the mom. Your child is literally swinging around back and forth. That's not the way a house is supposed to be. We're not supposed to be living like that. We're not supposed to be going through this type of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Reality Check TV for the super chat. Appreciate your support. Thanks for that. Said Ringo TV, real inspiration needed, God's own true visionary. Appreciate your support. Children are being passed around. And it's unfortunate that in so many households, when it comes to custody of children, it has to be like that. I mean, imagine what the child must be going through, knowing that they got to be 3 days with dad, then they got to go back to their mom, and the dad is not there. Mom is with another man, and they got to see that too. This is where most of our children are today in most of these households. And it's sad. It's unfortunate that things have to be this way. Let's continue.
So my rotation was over with yesterday. I had them for the whole weekend. I took the weekend off. It was my weekend off, actually. Took the weekend off. Me and my kids had a good time. Went to the pool, went to my sister's house. They got to play with their cousins. We went, did a little shopping, all that. My son went to one of my nephew's baseball game with my mama. Everything was great. Real good weekend. So yesterday it come time for me to drop my kids off, right? I pull up to my kids' mom's house. I get out the car, start getting their stuff out the car to hand to their mom. My son grabbing his stuff. Then all of a sudden, I see my daughter. She got this real, puzzled look on her face. I know it's something wrong with her because I know my daughter. She a daddy's girl. So I said, "What's wrong, mama?" Immediately, as soon as I asked her that, she busts out in tears like somebody was trying to physically harm her. She just bust out in tears, like snot coming out her nose, real tears. I bent down to, get on her level and, hug and all that type of stuff. She was crying so hard, tears got in my mouth. Imagine that. Just dripping off of her face, tears got in my mouth. That's how bad she was crying. So I'm asking, I'm like, "Baby, what's wrong?" She says, "I miss you." I ain't even left yet. But she...
Wow. Now think about what just happened there. He's bringing the kids back. They were out with their pops. And for whatever reason, the son took his things out the car, whatever. And the daughter, she had this look on her face like, the father seen and know his daughter because she's a daddy's girl, you know what I'm saying? She started crying. And, if you're a man and you don't have daughters, you don't know what this is like. When you see your little girls, right, and they crying and they're in your arms, that is when you really know what your purpose is supposed to be. A lot of these guys on social media, they don't know what purpose is. They don't know what family is about. They're immature. When his daughter looked at him with the tears flowing, she misses him. And it's like he didn't even leave yet, but she missed him already. A lot of these children are dealing with a lot of pain. They're struggling inside and they're little. And we're causing this pain because we're out here pumping and dumping, smashing and dashing. Then when we get a woman pregnant, we want to play the stepfather role or not stepfather role, but we're playing this, custody battle between the mom and dad, taking turns on who's going to watch the child. And the babies are in the middle, growing up now, dealing with the trauma of having no father in the home. The reason why she missed him is because she want him in the house with mom. But she don't understand what they're going through. See, the man and the woman is the ones who's having problems. And the child just want mom and dad to get along. The child just want to see the love. Child don't want daddy to be gone. He want him to be home with mom. But the child don't understand that mom and dad really don't get along. And we're expecting these young girls to grow up later in life and get married. Under those circumstances, think about what we're setting up our children for. We're expecting that young girl to grow up and become a wife one day. Under those harsh circumstances, seeing her mom as a single mother and her father's over there, but you're expecting her to get with a man and do the right thing. It can't possibly happen. This is why we have this revolving door. Because we don't have family structure. But yet when brothers like New Breed and myself, Pastor Dow, we talk about family growth, building your family, and women get mad at that. Women will get mad the minute a brother talk about polygyny. The first thing you think about is, well, he's having sex with another woman. I'm not sharing no man. Ladies, what is your body count? What is your body count? Are you a virgin? How many men you been with? Talk to me about it. How many? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50? But you're against a man practicing polygyny to build a family? We're not talking about a man who's out here pumping and dumping. We're talking about a man that go to work, have a business, have a career, and his purpose is his family. And he's trying to build respectfully. But you're too worried about what woman he's with. When you as a woman cannot possibly do everything your damn self. As a woman listening to this stream right now, you cannot do everything in a house. Women who have children struggle. They struggle because they got to do everything themselves. It's a lot of work, 24 hours a day. The Most High did not make a woman to be in a house by herself. She's supposed to have a sister wife. But this feminist culture has taught you to hate your sisters. You talk like you really are together, but you're really not. You hate one another. And in our brothers, there's no brotherhood and there's no sisterhood. And this is why we got so many problems with family. The black family is under attack and everybody is worried about what some artist is doing, or what Cardi B said, or what Nicki Minaj is doing, or who's the latest artist and who they sleeping with. But yet the black family is destroyed. And when men try to rebuild the bridge, we want to look at these brothers like they don't know what they're talking about. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with polygyny. I don't agree with that. Those men are full of lust. Full of lust? Full of lust? You really talking about full of lust? Again, ladies, what is your body count? How many men you been with? You want to talk about lust? How many abortions you had? You want to talk about lust? How many kids you had out of wedlock? You want to talk about lust? We're dealing with righteous men. We're not dealing with whoremongers. There's a lot of men on social media that are whoremongers, Here on this channel, we don't promote that mess. We deal with brothers that want to build with women, have families, and create life, purpose. That's what we focus on. We don't focus on pumping and dumping. I don't support that nonsense. I don't endorse that. A man got to take care of his woman, take care of his wives, take care of his children to the best of his abilities. But it don't happen overnight. You got to learn and you got to grow and you got to be responsible. This is why as men, we got to have accountability for our actions. You got to have dick discipline. You have to control your seed. You sisters have to control your vagina. You just can't let anybody up in there. You just can't let any man just plant his seed. This is crazy. You know? Shout out to Zahara for the super chat. Appreciate that. Said, you are awesome, sir. Keep giving knowledge. Appreciate that. Oh, you post another super chat. Appreciate that. Thanks for the super chat. You said, children always suffer. I'm 44 years old, and even though my dad passed away, I thank the Almighty. My father was always in the home. That's a blessing to have your father in the home, man. Post another super chat. Oh, she said, hey, Sherelle. Sherelle's in the building. Shout out to Sherelle. Sherelle's in the building. What's going on? You already done know. Shout out to Reality Check TV Chicago for the super chat. Said facts, factual, actual, concrete truth stated. 10 toes down for the crown. Appreciate your support. Okay. Shout out to Sherelle, Tracy, see you in the building, Shao. Sean in the building, and I know V-Dub is somewhere in the cloud somewhere, probably at work doing what he got to do. Let's get back into this. Let me see. Let me make sure that button is not there. Oh, see, I had it pressed. If I would have pressed the button, the same damn thing would have happened again. All right, let's go.
Miss me. I'm just not dropping off. I ain't even pulled out the driveway and left yet, but she missed me. So I'm sitting there, I'm trying to console her and everything. You know, I tell her, baby, you want to go back home with me? She say, yeah. But this the thing, though. She say she want me to come get her tomorrow. She missed me now. She missed me. Right now, she missed me. I asked her, baby, do you want to come home with me? She say, yeah, but tomorrow. Why is my child saying that? Because she love her mama, too. She want to be around her mama, and she want to spend time with her mama, too.
See, the daughter want to be around the mom, and she want to be around the father, too. You see? She really want them to be together. But children don't understand the drama. They don't understand what people are really going through. And a lot of times we hide it, and we try to make this normal. We're actually teaching our children to be separated. We're actually teaching our young girls to become single mothers, even when they're children. Think about this. Think about what I'm saying. The father loves his daughter. We can see that. It's clear. The mom most likely loves her daughter. It's most likely clear. But it's dysfunction because they're taking turns having custody with the child. So the child is growing up in this lifestyle believing that this is normal behavior, that my father is not supposed to be in the home. So by the time she grow up, she's going to get with a man, get pregnant, right? Not wishing that on his daughter. I hope she turns out to be a quality woman, blessed, have a quality man, and, you know, live a blessed life. But most children, most young girls will grow up under those circumstances. And because of the dysfunction, they end up repeating the same exact lifestyle. And in most cases, it's actually worse. She'll have probably 3 or 4 kids by different men. And all of them are on child support, and they all trying to visit, or maybe they don't want to visit, or maybe she don't even know who the fathers are. You know, that's the dysfunction that we see in today's day in most families. Shout out to Paris for the super chat. Appreciate the support. Shout out to From Downtown 296. Said peace, brother Ringo, and peace and blessings to the family in the chat. Shout out to Charzay Board for joining the chat. I see you in the building. Appreciate you for joining Team Ringo. Hope your stay here is awesome and you are able to learn a lot from the content. Yeah, man, this is bad because when you really think about the issues that most children are going through when it comes to being pulled by the father, pulled by the mom, that's exactly how they're going to be when they grow up. How many of you young ladies that have children today, you might be a single mother, and you can recall your mom going through the same exact thing? She raised you. Maybe your father was there, but for whatever reason, you turned out same way. She had 3 kids, you had 3 kids. And you're looking at yourself like what's going on? And you got a daughter now, and your fear is, will this happen to my daughter? First of all, don't live in fear. Fear is the faith of the devil. When you live in fear, it's inverted faith. You're literally giving energy to a spirit. So if you fear that your daughter may end up turning up like how you are, you're gonna have exactly what you fear. You know? You don't wanna do that. You don't wanna give energy to that type of stuff. Don't worry. Worrying is actually a sin. When you worry about something, that's a sin. Why? Because you're giving negative energy to something that haven't even happened yet. You're using faith inadvertently to produce something that's wicked. It's like your child going out on the porch to play. Your greatest fear is the community you live in is known for gun violence, black on black crime. Your fear is, I don't know if I should keep my child out there because they may end up getting shot. Or maybe I have a teenage son that's hanging with the wrong crowd. My fear is that he might end up getting gunned down in these streets. Well, if you keep living like that, your son is going to die in these streets because of your fear. We may have to do a live show on fear to teach people based on the scriptures that fear is the faith of the devil. And if you're operating by that, you're going to definitely lose. So you don't want to do that. Let's get back to the stream.
You know? So here I go, trying to console my baby and telling her, yeah, baby, I'll come get you tomorrow. I'll come get you. Don't cry, baby. It's going to be okay. Just stay the night with your mama. I'll come get you tomorrow. That's what she wanted, right? Guess what she say? Why you just can't stay here? Why you just can't stay the night with me?
Wow.
You know what I had to tell my daughter? I can't, baby.
One of the worst things a father can say to his child is that he can't. We don't want to ever say those words. You know, when I look at my daughters and they ask for something, I always try to go out of my way to see if I can get it. Because you don't ever want to say no. Now, of course, if they're not doing good in school or they're not doing their chores or not doing what's right, of course, you're not supposed to spoil a child with material things. But fathers never want to say no to their daughters when we see they're in pain and they want you to stay or whatever the case is. So for him to have to say no or I can't, that hurt him deeply because he know him and the baby mama got issues, you know? See, the parents is causing these problems, you know? Sometimes, even under circumstances where you and your baby mama have drama, sometimes we have to get to the point as adults where we have that conversation. Like, look, we know we got issues. We know we're on the wrong page. But if possible, is it a possibility that we could do this thing and make it right? Or are y'all just so far gone, there's no room for reconciliation? Because it may be a possibility that it's not just that you weren't supposed to be with that woman and y'all not equally yoked together. It could be that both of y'all minds haven't been renewed on purpose and what you're supposed to do. Because when you got together with her, y'all had no problem having sex. Y'all were in agreement about that. But it seems like in most relationships or situationships, people go dating and then they have sex. It's all cool until a baby come. Then all of a sudden the woman want to break up. Normally it's the woman that always break up. Or if she don't know who the baby daddy is, typically it's because she was having sex with about 3 to 4 guys at the same time. Women have a menstrual cycle. So if they get pregnant and they're dealing with one man, it's very clear who the father is if you're dealing with one man. If you're a sister and you're viewing the stream and you don't know who the father of your child is, it's because you were having sexual relations with multiple men at the same damn time. You were riding dirty. Because there's no excuse of, I don't know who the baby father is. So when we see these Maury shows and everybody's talking about you are not the father and all this nonsense, the reason why those ladies don't know who the father is because they were sleeping around with everybody. This is the culture we live in. And the harvest is all of these babies that are growing up in these dysfunctional homes. You could be the best dad. You could be the best mom. But when your child's growing up without the father there and without the mom there and everything is dysfunctional, the child's still suffering. So no matter how much you financially support your child, no matter how much you're there to give them that emotional support, and you're doing all the father duties, doing all the mother duties, your child is still suffering because the family structure is not there. We have to get back to family structure. We got to stop thinking about sex all day and focus on family structure. Where are we going as a people? What are we trying to accomplish? What are we trying to build? What are we doing? Everything today is about partying and bullshitting. Adults, grown adults, and this is what we're doing right now. None of us is taking relationships serious. The only time we want to take a relationship serious is when we're 35, 40, 45. Now, all of a sudden now, we want to settle down and do what's right. And it's too late because the quality pool of men that was there are not there no more. You want to give Pookie and Ray Ray the best years of your life when you were in your prime. You giving them that wet, sweet vagina in your prime after you've been ran through by everybody, had 2, 3 kids by different men, venereal diseases, abortions, trauma, baggage, bitterness, heartbroken. Now, 35, 40, now you on YouTube checking out the righteous brothers trying to get one of them to wife you up. Let that make sense. So you want to give me the worst years of your life while I'm at the top of my game. And you're expecting me to be happy and proud to take you on as a wife when you destroyed your life. So you give the best years of your life to the worst possible men, but want the best quality men to come later on in life and bail you out of the debt that you created. See, you sisters got to hold yourselves accountable for this. Just like the brothers got to hold themselves accountable for this. You brothers got to stop sleeping around with all these damn women, getting them pregnant, and then you crying about child support. If you got on child support because you were messing around with some woman and you did her dirty, you got exactly what you needed. You deserve that. If it was up to me, the Most High should just put you to death. Because you brothers are wicked as hell. Because when you get with our sisters, you're supposed to be getting with them because you want to build with them and build family, not get with them just to release yourself. You got to be the type of man that when you get with a woman, you not playing. You with this sister because you want to build with her on some real shit. Too many brothers just want to get with sisters just to have sex. What is wrong with us as men? Where are the quality men that want to do right? Where are the standards? All we want to do is play around with women. See how much women we could get. How much women I got on my roster. Then when you're on child support, now you crying on YouTube. In the comment section of different videos talking about, yeah, all these baby mamas, man. These baby mamas, these women ain't right. You know, they putting brothers on child support. They doing this and that. No, you put yourself on child support when you planted your seed in that woman. You did it. You know? Shout out to from downtown 20296 for the super chat. Yeah. Appreciate the support, brother. Said that's real spill, Ringo. Those conversations are hard to have, but need to be had. Appreciate your support. Let's get back into the show.
Me having to tell my daughter that made me emotional. when I pulled off and I'm thinking about that, it made me emotional. I'm getting emotional talking about it now. That's the thing. That's one of the things I really never hear a man talk about. We talk about the child support aspect of it, and we can talk about that because I had my experience with that. I'm on child support right now.
Notice that, brothers. He's on child support right now. He's on child support right now. But it's cool because, you know, he loves his kids. He loves his kids, but he's paying the price. He accepts the fact that, look, did what I did. I'm on child support. I'm not going to sit here and cry like most of you brothers on YouTube. You know, you cry all day about these women putting you on child support, but yet you're the one who's planting your seed inside of them. You're the one who's out there putting your seed inside of these sisters, and then you want to cry. You brothers are hypocrites, man. A bunch of damn hypocrites. Pumping our sisters up. And then when you get those papers and your check is being garnished, now you want to come on YouTube and cry. These sisters ain't right, man. You know what I mean? Forget about her, man. Can't stand these women, man. Brothers, you know what I'm saying? We got to do... No. You caused your own problem. It wasn't that sister. It wasn't that. She did exactly what she did. You know what I mean? She did exactly what she needed to do to you. Because if it was up to you, you would just use that sister, pump her, fill her up with babies, and go your way with no accountability. All praises to the Most High for child support. Because what it does, it's like a taskmaster's whip. It takes you brothers and it whip you, put you back in shape, let you know you ain't going away. You're going to be held accountable for your actions. Now, of course, you got a lot of good brothers out there that may be good men, and they're on child support too. Ringo, what about that? Why those brothers are on child support? Why they're being punished? Well, I got an answer for that. They chose that woman. Did you get to know that sister? No, you didn't get to know her. So, why are you complaining for? You didn't get to know her. You just wanted some sex. So just because you're a good brother and you were put on child support, it don't mean that, you know, the sister should just let you go. You chose that woman. You never got to get to know her. So if she's trying to cash in off of you, it is what it is. Because we know most sisters that put brothers on child support, the money don't even go to the child. The money go to her hair. The money go to her eyelashes. The money go to her Balenciagas. The money go to her purse. Go to that new iPhone that she just picked up. It don't go to the children. We know that already. But it is what it is. You made the choice. You got to deal with those consequences. Let's go. Let's get back into this.
Because I wasn't taking care of my child, that I ended up on child support. So understand, deadbeats ain't the only ones that end up on child support. So let's go ahead and make that clear. I done seen somebody point that out in the comments before, trying to insinuate that I was some kind of deadbeat dude.
What he's basically saying, just for the record, is that I guess when he shared that he's on child support, people were trying to say the reason why you're on child support is because you're a deadbeat dad. Not all the time. I just finished explaining that. You have a lot of men that are good brothers. It's just that they got caught up in the system because of their bad choices. It is what it is. So don't try to insinuate that the reason why he's on child support, or if a man is on child support, is because he's a deadbeat. Not all the time. In most cases, these be brothers that work, they provide for their children, but their woman is vindictive and she want to make his life a living hell and put him on child support anyway. You know, a lot of times, a lot of young women, they get told by their mom, grandmother, or whoever to just put him on child support anyway, even though he's a good man. Just put him on child support. That way you can have a steady income coming in and you could do what you need to do. It's not even about the child anymore. It's just about putting men on child support. There's a lot of good brothers that are on child support. It doesn't mean they're bad men. They're not. They're good brothers. It's just that they made some bad choices, got with the wrong woman, and it is what it is, man. Let me see. We have another super chat. Let me see. Straightway, Georgia, Elder Rufus. What's going on, brother? Appreciate the support. Let me see. Where my button at here, man? Thanks for the support. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate that support. Shout out to Straightway. And also, everybody, make sure y'all subscribe to Pastor Dow's channel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to Pastor Dow's channel. It is what it is. Brother been putting in truth for a long time. That's a real brother, a real leader. You know what I mean? All of you brothers on YouTube who claim you in this truth, if you ain't listening to Pastor Dow, if you ain't gaining skills from what it means to be a man, I don't know what else to tell you, man. And see, I always pay honor and respect to men that actually do these things. I'm not like these other brothers on YouTube who just have these large platforms and they don't acknowledge other men. As brothers, we're supposed to have skills. We're supposed to work with our hands. We're supposed to know how to build, take care of our families, teach truth. Pastor Dow represent all of that and always been consistent, always been the same, haven't wavered off of it. You know how much responsibilities that man have? You brothers have no excuse. You have no excuse. And the thing about it, he got a lot of other brothers with him who are men, who learned to be men. There's no excuses. All the brothers that Pastor Dow influenced are men. Men of honor, truth, integrity, family men, growing in their purpose. This is what we need in these streets. Soldiers for the Most High. Not a bunch of whoremonger males that just want to go out here pumping and dumping women, creating single mothers. We're not about that mess here, man. You know? So shout out to Pastor Dow. You know what I mean? Shout out to Stephen Hunter for the super chat. Appreciate your support. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Let's get back into this, everybody. Let's go.
I've been in my kids' life. I actually watched them come out of their mama. And I've been in my kids' life ever since. And I've been financially responsible for my kids ever since they first touched down.
Good job.
Even before, because you got to buy the clothes and the bassinets and all that junk before. But anyways, that ain't what this video about. But men don't talk about the psychological aspect, the psychological damage that we do to our kids when we out here just having sex, not thinking about the consequences that come behind it. You know? This right here, what I just experienced, is one of the main reasons why I'm not one of these guys that promote men just using women, having sex, getting what you want out of them, and going on about your business. I have seen the dark side of what can happen to not only your kid's mom, but what happened to your kids by you doing that. Because
I'm glad that he spoke on the fact that he don't endorse those kind of brothers that go out there just using women for sex. And he made it clear that he's seen the dark side of this. You know, it means that he learned, he's seen, he experienced, and see, it takes men admitting their shortcomings, because that's how we grow, and take responsibility for their actions. And because of what he's seen, I'm sure he's not going to make this type of mistake with a woman. He's going to most likely, and I hope he take heed to the experiences he had, and moving forward would get to know a woman for who she is and understand her spirit, to know if she's on the team for the Most High, for purpose, you know, being a helpmate. And it's not just about sex. Sex is good. Sex is a part of life. The Most High created sex. It is what it is. But when it comes to a relationship, marriage, union, taking care of your children, man, it's a lot of work. You have to have purpose. Your woman got to understand who you are. You got to be on the same page. And you have to be focused on moving your children to the promised land, because we're not going to all be here. I'm here today, you know, Most High willing, I see tomorrow. But I don't know when my day comes. Only the Most High know that. This is why I'm trying to get as much done as possible, because I need to make sure that I'm doing my part. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know how long you're going to be in this world. You think you're going to be here tomorrow because you want to. But once your purpose is up, the Most High going to pull you out. You know? There's a lot of people that departed this world and they didn't know that they were leaving the next day. They didn't make preparations for that departure. So as men, we got to live today. Live today as if today was our last day. Why? Because it will push you to do more. Because time is limited. We don't have much time to be playing around. You know, we got to be out here putting in work for the Most High, because when this life is over, he's going to ask you to give an account for your life. He's going to be like, look, I gave you a platform on YouTube. What did you do with it? I gave you skills, talents, and gifts. What did you do with it? I gave you strength and youthfulness to build. What did you do with it? You just went out there being a player, just getting with women, having sex, creating babies, didn't do a damn thing with your platform. What did you use your money for? Did you use it for my glory? Or you just trying to impress some woman? You know how many men lose their soul over women? The Bible warns you more about wicked women than anything else. The Bible is constantly warning men to avoid the wicked woman and how she can make you lose your soul and her bed is the gateway to hell and all sorts of stuff. But we're not reading to understand. We just see some tail, we see a nice behind, some pretty face, and we ready to go in. Not realizing that our soul is required for this, you know? Shout out to Stephen Hunter for another super chat. Appreciate your support. Yeah. Said, true enough, child support is judgment from the Most High, but extortioners will be judged also. Yeah, of course. You know, people that use child support for the purpose of just taking money out of a man, they're going to all be judged. The Most High is not mocked or made a fool of. You know, whatever a man or a woman sow, that's what they're going to also reap. No one escapes judgment. No one. You think you're going to escape the judgment of the Most High? Where are you going to hide? Under a box? The Most High know exactly what you're doing. So if you're a woman and you're using child support to cripple a man because he's in a new relationship, the Most High going to get you. Trust and believe you're going to get yours. You know? Shout out to Humble Royal for the super chat. Appreciate your support. Yeah. Said, thanks for this video, Ringo. I'm 19 and haven't been in any sexual relationship. And this video is showing me the do's and don'ts of getting into a relationship. Truly, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. You know, just stay on point. You know what I mean? Focus on your purpose and just be about your business and don't get caught up. Learn from the mistakes that you hear and see from other men. You know, if you're a young brother, you know what I mean? Look at the videos, look at other content creators, look at the mistakes brothers made, look at their W's, their L's, and it's going to only make you better as a man. You know what I mean? And then as you age and you get older and you do the right thing, now you pass that wisdom down to your offspring and other brothers that are around you. Be that influence as a man. You know? That's how it's supposed to be. All right, let me get back into this. Let's go.
Make no mistake about it. If you out here having sex with a bunch of different women, eventually you're gonna slip up. Now you can talk about plan B. You know, I done seen skits. Dudes talking about, yeah, go ahead and take this plan B. You can talk about plan B. You can talk about abortions. You can talk about all that. But understand this. The more sex you have, the more chance, if you being irresponsible, for you to impregnate somebody.
Yep.
And you need to not only think about the whole aspect of child support and all that, but you need to think about what your kids are going to go through and what they're going to experience from you being irresponsible. A man has all the control during one part of the relationship, one part of the interaction between a man and a female. A man has all of the control after the consent is, after you get consent. You have all the control before you penetrate a woman.
You brothers better pay attention to what this man is saying right here. You need to pay attention. You have all the control in the beginning part. Before you penetrate that woman, you have all the control. There is no excuses for you complaining when your life gets destroyed because you get on child support. because you have the option of not impregnating her. A woman can't get pregnant without a seed. So if you know you don't want no babies, why have sex with her? Why? Because once you impregnate her, you lose all control. And this is where you brothers complain that the system is against you and the system is against men. We know that the system in most ways is against us as men and they favor women. But I believe that the Most High also placed judgment within the system, because at the end of the day, the Most High used the system for his judgment against us for our wickedness. So when we're not responsible as men, he's going to use the system and we're going to lose all power. And the woman is going to rule over us. There's even scripture in the Bible about that. You know, because we don't want to follow the Most High, the woman is going to surpass you. Now she got the control. Now she get to dictate what you can and can't do. To the point where the child support you on is messing up your new family that you have, because the resources is being split to over there. You know, and you know the woman ain't using the money for the child, so it makes you even more angry. I personally believe that when it comes to child support, there should be a system in place that make the woman get like some sort of card, a credit card, or some sort of device that once the money get transferred to her on this card, she can only use it for the child. In other words, for food that benefit the child, clothing that benefit the child. She can't use it for her hair. She can't use it for cell phones. She can't use it for anything else other than the child. And what it does, when that's happened, you also get to go on the computer and go to that account and you can see what your baby mama bought your child. That way, you know that your child is being taken care of, and it's a balance where she's being held accountable for how the money is being spent. See, the government really don't care because they get a cut from your child support. It's a money-making business. But the way I explained it, that's how it should be. So that as a man, you got a peace of mind of knowing that your child is getting the resources needed and your money isn't going into some damn hair weave or some eyelashes or some new tattoo that she wants to impress some man. Instead, your babies are being taken care of. That way, she could never say you're a deadbeat dad and you don't take care of your child. You could pull up the receipts and say, look, this is the printout from online. She used the card to take care of the child. These are all the items she bought. I did what I had to do as the father. So I'm not no deadbeat. I take care of my kids. You know, that's the way it's supposed to be. Shout out to Fantasia for joining Team Ringo. Appreciate you. Fantasia Green, welcome to Team Ringo. Shout out to brother Ryan for the super chat. Appreciate your support. Yeah. Said righteous men love correction. Yeah, righteous men love correction. Wicked men hate correction. There's a scripture in the Bible that talks about how when a person is wicked, they're gonna despise you if you even try to correct them. There's a lot of brothers on social media, even on the YouTube platform, that when I correct them, they get angry and they want to lash out and they want to fight and argue. And I don't really pay them no mind. I just focus on the work of the Most High. I don't have time for none of the back and forth. So that's pretty much why I have comments disabled on my platform. Not that I just want to disable comments, but I really don't have time for the nonsense. You have to understand. I'm too busy doing the work of the Most High, dealing with my family and other issues. I don't got no time to be arguing with people in the comments. I believe that the only people that are worthy to post comments are people that actually support the platform, support the shows, and actually participate in the live streams. I really don't want to hear no afterthoughts after the show is over and people want to give me their thoughts. I really don't want to hear that. Speak now or forever hold your peace. It is what it is. Let's get back into this. Let's go.
After that, all the control fall in that woman hand. And if you ain't having sex with somebody that ain't right for you, that's right for you. If you having sex with one of your one night stands and y'all don't really know each other like that, y'all ain't even in a relationship, you just seen her, she's sexy and you want some, If you having a relationship with a sexual relationship with a woman like that, somebody that you know for a fact you would not choose to be your wife, you are playing Russian roulette. Because if that woman end up getting pregnant and she decide, I'm not taking no plan B, and on top of that, I'm not having no abortion for whatever reason it is, if it's a religious reason, or maybe she just want a child, maybe she trying to keep you, I don't know what the reason would be for a woman to not get an abortion, because people got their whole, their own reasons, But if that woman decides she keeping that child, you are along for the ride. There's nothing you can say or do to get any kind of control in that situation.
Wow. You see that, brothers? Once that woman says she's having that child, you going along for the ride. So what are you willing to do? You want to go out there, have sex, get it in. You want to listen to dating coaches pumping and dumping our sisters. I mean, I really don't understand. How could you brothers take our women, lay up with them, and then leave them? I just don't understand how, as men, you could just do that. I mean, I know they got women out here that they're into that stuff. Some women out here don't mind you getting with them, have sex, and leave them, because they're doing the same thing. But I'm talking about you brothers that just get with our women just to pump and dump them. I mean, would you want somebody to do that to your daughter? So why are you doing that to our women? The scripture says to prostitute not the daughters of Zion. You're not supposed to do that. You got to get off of OnlyFans. All you brothers, you got accounts on OnlyFans to see women tail. What are you doing? You a grown-ass man. Why are you registering to OnlyFans to get an account just so you could see a woman's breasts? You're a wicked brother, man. That's some serious thirst. That's a demon, bro. That's a demon. You on Instagram liking every woman's post. You're so beautiful, you're so beautiful, you're so beautiful. Brother, go get a job. Go get a job. Be productive. Spend some time doing some work. Go to Pastor Dow's page and learn how to lay a foundation for a house. See the brothers at work so that you can get motivated to become productive. And stop looking for pussy all day. Like, really, seriously. Because it's driving you crazy. You're losing your mind. You're letting all these women thirst trap you through sex craft on social media. The worst thing that ever happened to our women was social media. Once a sister got a cell phone, her life destroyed. Because now she could just sit in the comfort of her own home, put her cell phone up, and just be a prostitute. And go to OnlyFans and make a killing. And you idiot males will go up there and financially support her. Ain't that something? There's a time when a woman had to go to the strip club and be a stripper. Now she don't need to do that. She could just go to OnlyFans, set up a pole in her house, and be a stripper online. And you fools are going to pay for it. That's crazy, right? And then you want to go DM her to try to hook up with her, knowing what she's doing, knowing all of these men are in her inbox. Then you end up hooking up with her, you have sex with her, now she's pregnant. You like, hey babe, you took the morning after pill, did you take something, are you on birth control? It's too late for all of that, bro. She's pregnant. Now she's gonna have the child. Now your life is over. And see, it's sad because a lot of babies are being born into this world and they're not even loved. They're not even loved. See, my 4 daughters, they came into this world because I wanted to have them. They were planned. How many of you brothers are bringing children in this world that wasn't planned? You didn't plan it. The sister just got pregnant. See, if that happened to you, you didn't want them. You really didn't want them. So kids are being born into this world with no love. And you're wondering why they're suffering and have so much problems, man. We got to clean up this mess that we started, or else the children are going to pay for it. Shout out to Chosen for the super chat. Appreciate your support. You said, I told a woman that she should only sleep with a man that want to be with her long term and build a family. She told me she think women should have casual relationships and sleep around if they want. Wow. See, this is bad, man. But this is what's happening in our culture. Women believe that it's okay for them to sleep around with as many men. And what's sad is later in life, the same sisters are gonna want a quality man to wife them up once they have like 80 bodies in their spirit. They believe that they could just go around having casual relationships. Women don't realize how precious their vagina is, that you would just allow any man to just get up inside of you. Think about what you're doing. Any man just come in and release his spirit in you. How much times must I teach this, ladies? When you have sex with a man, you go through a metamorphosis. I'm gonna do a video to explain this. I'm gonna try to do that with like a bottle. You see how clear that is? That's your spirit when you are a virgin. Now I'm gonna do a video stream where I'm gonna demonstrate body count and how this thing works. I'm gonna do a video on that because most of you sisters, your spirits is polluted. It's polluted with the spirits of many men. You deal with a brother, you have sex with him, you become his wife. He's essentially your husband. Sex equals marriage. Not walking down the aisle saying, I do. When you have sex, you become one. The woman becomes one with the man. But society tell you need a piece of paper to be married. So people think that they're single, even though they're having sex. This is why we live in an adulterous nation, where so many women are adulteresses and so many men are adulterers because they're sleeping around with each other's mates. It's one big mess. Ladies, when you lay up with a man, he releases his spirit in you. You go through a metamorphosis. You take on his spirit. You begin to go through a transformation. You begin to look like him. You develop certain features. His personality, his habits, different things about this brother you begin to notice. You're becoming to be just like him. But it don't stop there. You get with another man. You lay with him. You go through another metamorphosis. Now you gain in weight because the brother that you have, he have weight on him. Your body is only trying to mimic that of your husband. So now you took on all of his personalities and everything else. All of the traumas, hurts, demons, and everything. You get with another man. You go through the same exact cycle. Now you're at the point where your mind have been polluted with so many different demonic spirits of different men, so many soul ties. It's summertime, it's hot outside, you're looking real good, but your body is filled with demons, polluted. You're no longer clear. Instead, it's darkened. But you see a brother over there looking good. He holler at you because you still look fine, even though you're in darkness. This is why the Bible says that most of these wicked people, they're full of dead men bones and all uncleanness. On the outside, you're like a tombstone with the flowers. You know when you go to a cemetery and they got the tombstone there and the grass is cut, the flowers are nice. You look like that. But if we were to dig you up and look in the inside, you're full of dead men bones and all uncleanness. So this good brother see you from afar. You see him and you smiling, but he don't know your body count is 55. He don't know you had 5 abortions. He don't know you can't even produce babies anymore because you destroyed your womb. Not only through sex with multiple men, but through the use of various toys that you get from Satan's markets. Now you want this good brother to settle down with you. You're ready to settle down now. You're ready to get off that ride. Now you want Mr. Goodbar to do the right thing. See, that pretty much explains the comment by Chosen. She believes that she could just go out there and have casual relationships and sleep around. But later in life, Satan is going to come for payment, and her soul is going to be required for her. All ladies that want to sleep around, all ladies that want to go out there and do whatever they got to do, you're going to all pay the horrible price. It is what it is, man. Shout out to brother New Breed. See you in the building. What's going on? That was a good stream that you had. All my subscribers, make sure you subscribe to New Breed. If you're not subscribed to New Breed, subscribe to New Breed now. I'm not one of them selfish content creators. I don't care who get my subscribers. Breed is putting in work for the Most High. I don't care if all my subscribers go and subscribe. I don't care. We need to get this message out, and we need our brothers and sisters to gain truth. That's what this is about. You know what I mean? So, let's get back into this. Oh, see, I had the button on. I was about to make a mistake. Wow. Let me see. All right, let's go.
If the relationship don't work out and y'all end up having to go y'all separate ways, you're gonna have to spend a portion of your income to take care of that child, no matter if the child lives with you or not.
Yep.
Your child gonna have 2 wardrobes. Your child gonna have 2 sets of Pampers. Your child gonna have 2 sets of formula. Your child gonna have 2 sets. In some cases, your child gonna have to have 2 different birthdays. Cause some of us have such toxic relationships with our kids' parents that we can't even stand to be around each other to last a full birthday party with each other.
That's true.
I experienced that for my own self. So believe me when I tell you, it's possible. Just think about all the money that's wasted from you having to buy 2 sets of everything. If you have a woman that wants to make you fight for custody of your children, that is not cheap.
It's not.
You're gonna have to spend thousands of dollars. Trust me when I tell you, I told you, I got 50-50 custody of my kids. People don't willingly go to court and ask for 50-50 custody of their kids. They would rather deal with that situation outside of the courts. You wanna know why? Because it's expensive, and then number 2, in my opinion, if we go half on a baby, we should, even if the relationship break up, we should still share equal roles in the kids' lives. It's not a matter of being in control or anything like that. It's just purely from a standpoint of your kid is gonna need both of his parents. The ideal situation is to be married and have your children with a woman that you have a healthy relationship with, and vice versa. Don't be like me. I'm trying to tell you. Do not put yourself in that predicament where you end up having a split family and you got to raise your kids from 2 different households and you can't get along with your kid's mom. Make sure you are dealing with women that you can see a future with.
Brothers have to pay attention, man. Make sure you deal with women that you can have a future with. Wow. You got to do that, man. Like, brothers be out here just dealing with women that you know you don't have no future with. And then when they get pregnant, now you want to cry. You know? You got to take heed to what the brother is saying, man. Real talk, man. You got to take heed to what he's saying. Shout out to El Ortez for the super chat. Appreciate your support. Thanks to Man of God for the super chat. Appreciate that. Shout out to Godly Moist for the super chat. Man of God said, peace, Ringo. Thank you for the hardcore truth. Yardley said, this dude on the video is a simp. I can't take him serious. Peace, King. Keep dropping knowledge. Well, that's your opinion if you feel he's a simp or whatever the case is. But nonetheless, to brothers that have ears to hear, you have to take heed to what we are showing on the stream. Again, I don't know the brother personally or what he do or all his content. Maybe some of you might know. I'm not here for that, to pass judgment. What I'm here is to hold you brothers accountable for fucking all of our women when the cameras are off and then talking shit online. What are you doing? Let's worry about what you doing. What are you doing with the women? That's the question we need to ask. What are you doing? Let's not worry about what another brother's doing. What are you doing with our women? Are you taking advantage of them? Are you taking responsibility for your kids? What are you doing as men? Too many times we want to look at what the other brother doing and we judge him because he's out there, he's in the public, we could see him. But we're not walking in his shoes to know the reality of what he's going through. This stream is to hold you brothers accountable based on what you are doing. I'm not here to judge him on what his life is like or what he's doing. It's to teach the younger and the older men to learn from his mistakes. Too many times as men, we don't want to take accountability. We want to blame women. It's all the woman's fault. If she only used birth control, this wouldn't have happened. No, if you didn't put your rod inside of her, she would not be pregnant. Do you understand me? If you didn't put your rod in her, she won't be pregnant. Take responsibility for your actions as men. What are you doing? How do you communicate with our women? When you see our sisters in the street, are you just trying to get with them because you just want to have sex? That's it? How many of you brothers sincerely, when you see a beautiful black woman, a beautiful woman, period, how many of you brothers really, when you want to get with her, it's because you want to build a family? How many? Most of you don't care for no family. You just see a nice looking sister, nice looking body, and you just like, yo, I want to hit that. When I see our women, I see the daughters of Zion. I see growth. I see a vessel of honor in whom can be used for the master's use to bring forth purpose. I see women that are vulnerable, that can easily be manipulated. And I feel that my job as a man is to lead them away from the type of men that just want to manipulate and destroy their souls. Too many of our women are being destroyed by our brothers. Most of you brothers, you have the same spirit like Adam. You just want to blame a woman for every goddamn thing. The Most High put Adam in the garden to guard the garden from intruders. He commanded him, don't eat of the fruit of this tree, don't do this, keep away the intruders. Okay, I hear what you're saying, Most High. His wife, Eve, is roaming through the garden, running to the serpent. Serpent is like, hey, how you doing, beautiful? You looking good right there. She's like, oh, hi, how you doing? Have God said that you can't eat of that fruit? Well, I think he did. Yeah, he did. I think the Most High, he did say if we eat of that tree, we're going to be like gods. Our eyes are going to open up and we're going to know what is right from wrong. Yeah. Well, you know, I think what you should do is you should eat of the fruit because the Most High is hiding something from you. He's really hiding something from me? Of course he is. See, that's the weakness of women. They're easy to manipulate. A guy could come in and sweet talk you. That's what Satan did to Eve. And while the devil is talking to Eve, Adam is out there, you know, on Instagram watching models. He wasn't paying attention to his wife in the garden. He wasn't ruling the garden. He wasn't protecting his woman. He didn't know what his woman was doing. Just like a lot of you brothers, you got a woman, she's out in the streets and you don't have no clue what she's doing. She could be with Satan right now. You can have a woman and she's out there with Satan right now. You could be a brother, you have a woman, and your woman is giving head to another man at work. You don't know that because you don't know your woman. Your woman could be giving another man the whop at work, and you don't know that. You don't know who your woman is talking to. This is why, as a man, you got to speak to your wife and make her understand who you are. If not, Satan is going to be speaking to her. So because of that, this woman ended up taking of the fruit. You know, everything was cool, but nothing happened yet. So what she did, she went to the house, she put on her heels, got her toes done, put on a nice dress, and went into the garden, saw Adam there, and she said, "Hey, boo, how you doing?" Adam is like, "Hey, baby, how you? Wow, you looking good right now. What you cook tonight, girl?" She's like, "Well, you know, I cook something good for you, baby, but I got some fruit that I want you to bite on." Adam is like, "You know, sweets, you looking kind of good. You know, you got a brother thinking about the Lord. What fruit you got for me, baby?" "Oh, I got this fruit." "Where did you get it from?" "Oh, don't worry about it, baby. Just take a bite." So Adam took of the fruit. He didn't inquire where she got it from in detail. Once he took of the fruit, he noticed, like, damn, wow, I'm feeling like that. What's happening to me, Lord? What's happening? Baby, you're naked. Wow, you're naked too, babe. Wow, what did you do? "Oh, I took of the fruit that the Most High said not to take of." Here come the Most High in the garden. "What is going on in the garden?" And this is what you brothers do. "The woman that you gave me, she gave me this fruit, and my eyes were open." You brothers blame the woman. Rather than taking personal responsibility by telling the Most High that you messed up, instead, you blame the woman. Us brothers, we've been blaming the black woman even from the biblical days, brothers. We've been blaming women. We've been blaming women for everything. Yes, our women got a lot of problems, but they got these problems because of us. And all those words to the black man's ears is like, whoo, they get very offended when they hear that because they want the woman to be the one to blame. But Ringo, it was the woman that brung sin into the world. It was the woman that did this. It's the woman. Listen, if you read the Bible, you would know that the scriptures warn you against the evil woman. You would have learned from Adam's mistakes. You would have learned from other brothers that did dirty. You would have learned from King David having another man killed so that he could get his wife. You would have learned not to do this type of stuff. See, a lot of you brothers, you kill your own brothers just for some pussy. You haven't learned from King David's era. King David had a man put to death so that he can deal with his wife. And the Most High wasn't happy with that. He said, if you wanted more women, I could have gave you other women. But you had a man killed? This is what you brothers do today for some vagina. You'll have your own brother killed just so you could be with a woman. And then when you kill that brother, now you going to prison. Now you're going to be in prison with a bunch of men. And the woman that you killed that brother for is going to be out in the street getting banged by other brothers. Now what? What did you gain in the process? What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Think about that. Shout out to Rebel Queen, my bad. Sorry for that. Hey, that was good bloopers right there. But I'm sure you understand me. Rebel Queen for the super chat. Appreciate that. Thanks for your support. You said, whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but he who hates reproof is stupid. That's true. That's scripture right there. That's truth right there. Let me see. Herbert Harris, appreciate you for the super chat. Thanks for your support. Yeah. Hey, when you're doing this stuff live, man, it's a lot of work. People think this is easy. You got buttons, all sorts of stuff. You got to make sure you press in and stuff. You got to do all sorts of stuff, man. You know, I mean, damn. Imagine you had a cat or a dog, and while you're doing a live stream, they just jump on top of your desk right in front of you and click a button and shut off your live stream. Like, damn. You know, some crazy things can happen when you live, man. Especially like, you know, like imagine you in a kitchen. This is why I recommend that you have a studio or some sort of setup. Place is clean and tidy, because imagine you're in a kitchen and the walls are all white. You right next to the wall, you doing your live stream, and a damn roach is walking on the side of the wall. And you're streaming live and everybody's watching this mess. You're gonna be the laughing stock of YouTube forever. That's why you gotta make sure your place is on point, man. Real talk, man. So shout out to Herbert Harris. He said, Shalom, something that my father told his sons: if you're not going to, I guess, be married, then marry them, then leave them alone, or don't have children by them if you're not going to stay and take care of your own children. Let me read that one more time. Shalom, something that my father told his sons: if you're not going to marry them, then leave them alone, or don't have children by them if you're not going to stay and take care of your own children. That's a fact. Appreciate your support. I mean, if you're not planning on being there, why are you having children? Why are you having sex? This is the thing, brothers. Why are you having sex with women you don't want to stay with? Like, I really don't see why would a man just want to have sex with women and don't want to stay and build and do what he got to do. I don't get that math. It really don't make no sense. You know? All right, let's get back into this. Make sure this is right. Okay.
Get to know
the
women that you having sex with.
Get to know them.
Don't be out here just spreading your seed everywhere, because I'm telling you, not only from a monetary stance, like I said, just the situation that your kids gonna have to grow up in is enough to make a man never should make a man never want to be in that situation. Because like I said, is man, my daughter looked like she was traumatized yesterday, man, and it's my fault that she going through that. Imagine how that made me feel. And I ain't just saying this because I just want to appeal to your good nature. I'm telling you some real stuff, bro. I feel like every child, I feel like every young man that's at a sexually active age needs to hear this type of message. Ain't nobody tell me this aspect of it before I had kids. I was 28 when I had kids. Now I was a grown man, but nobody had ever said anything to me about what I'm talking about. The only thing I had ever heard about a man and a woman having kids is that you can end up on child support. I done heard men talk about child support in the barbershop all the time.
See, that's the only thing most brothers hear when it comes to women, is that you can end up on child support, but nobody tell them about all the other issues. You know, he had to wait till when he's 28 to learn real life. You know, as men, we got to be responsible for our actions. Let me read a scripture that I see Jacob Jennings posted in the chat. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 29. A wicked man hardened his face, but as for the upright, he establishes his way. Yep, that's true. Let me see what we have. see. I don't know if I could pronounce this. RNOGC Music Group. Appreciate you for your super chat. Thanks for your support. And also shout out, let's see, Thami Jane Brown. Thami J. Brown for the super chat. Appreciate it. Music Group said, I failed as a father by the choices I made, and now I'm becoming homeless due to the women I failed to love also. There's a lot of brothers in that predicament. I'm going to be doing a video about that. A lot of times, and Rollo spoke on this already. Make sure you support Rollo's channel. I don't know if anybody have the link. If any of the mods know Rollo's channel, put his link in the chat. Also, if you have New Breed's channel, put his link in the chat. Pastor Dow's link, put his link in the chat, please. That way, people can subscribe to those brothers. I'm really proud of Rollo. I see a lot of change in him. You know what I'm saying? He's putting out truth. He's interested. He sees what's going on, and I pray that the Most High really hold that brother to be a voice for the men that he can reach, because Rollo can reach people that I can't reach. You understand? Each one of you brothers, you can reach people that I can't reach. That's what you all have to understand, that you all have the gift of the Most High to reach other people. It's not just about me. It's not just about New Breed. It's not just about Pastor Dow. All of you brothers have what it takes to be that vessel that could reach people that none of us could reach. They wouldn't listen to me. Only you can do it. Some of you brothers in the chat, there's only certain people that only you could reach. No one will listen to them. No one will listen to no one else but you. You got that special ability that could reach brothers in your neighborhood. If I came through there and said, yo, I'm Ringo from YouTube, they would just laugh at me. Who the hell are you? But if a V-Dub or Sean came to his peoples or whoever, they're going to listen to you because they know you. They seen you grow up. Most of you brothers, you knew people. You grew up in the sandbox. You know your people. So if you came to them with some real talk, pull them to the side, be like, yo, bro, you slipping, you falling off. Hear me out. They're going to listen to you. So I want you brothers to be encouraged to begin to speak, begin to share information, and, don't be afraid of what people may think of you when you share information, because it takes just the act of you just speaking for the Most High to get on you and actually begin to use you to be that mark. But Rollo made a video where he was talking about men that pretty much want to live in a woman's house and how it's bad. I'm going to do a live stream on that. I might do one later on tonight. Matter of fact, later on tonight, I'm going to get me something to eat. We're going to come back on probably, I would say, probably around 11 p.m. Don't hold me to those times because you already done know I'm not good with times like this. I always say I'm coming on at a certain time and then I end up coming on later on. But we're going to talk about that. He made a video about it, so shout out to Rollo for that. We're going to talk about how as men, a lot of times we go wild in these streets with women, doing a lot of craziness, moving in with them, and then we find ourselves on the verge of becoming homeless. And it's because we spent all our money, we made a lot of bad investments, and now we paying the price. We got to clean up our act and do what we need to do. Shout out to Simone for joining Team Ringo. Appreciate you. Vintage Maze. Shout out to you for joining Team Ringo. Appreciate you. Shout out to Rebel Queen for the super chat. Thanks for your support. Time to support positive things in life. Positive things balance human body. Yep. People just need to understand that. Positive energy is what we all need. Children need our energy. Children need the energy of their father and mother. You know, one of my daughters, right, every now and then throughout the night, day, whatever the case is, whenever I'm here, it's like she likes to run up to me and she says, hugs and kisses, right? Whatever I'm doing at the moment, it doesn't matter. I stop what I'm doing to give her hugs and kisses. And when I do that, I lift her up, throw her up in the air, catch her, throw her up in the air, catch her, tickle her, give her hugs, give her kisses. She's smiling, she's enjoying that. What happened at that moment is my energy, she received my energy, the love, the emotional support from her father. And it put a big smile on her face. And it makes me feel good when I do that. Children need that. They need that kind of love. They need that kind of energy from their mother and their father. A lot of us, we grown up in households where we never even had a hug from our mom. Never had a father to hug us or embrace us in any way to show love. So we really don't know what these things are. So when we have children, in most cases, we don't even know how to love. In these YouTube streets, you're not going to have many brothers speak on these issues. They only speak on drama, gossip, a bunch of BS that doesn't help no one. Here on Black Male Advice TV, we focus on real issues to help you become a better person. Real talk. So let me get back into this. I got to figure out how to do this thing without clicking that button, man. I'm gonna figure this thing out. All right, let's go.
You know, I done heard men tell me, I told my baby mama if she ever put me on child support, she ain't getting nothing else out of me. All that. That's the type of stuff I used to hear from men. Nobody never told me, the psychological aspect of having children out of wedlock and having children with somebody that's not right for you. So I saw a comment on the last video that I put out, the one I was talking about, the most important advice single mothers need to know about dating. I saw a comment in that video that made me feel like, I need to talk about this. On top of the fact that that situation happened with me yesterday, it's like it was perfect timing. Maybe it's a sign. It was a sign that I needed to talk about this. But shout out to you. I forgot your name, but whoever commented on that last video talking about and asked the question, why don't men talk about how important it is to guard your seed or something to that effect? You the inspiration behind this video. Shout out to you. But yeah, man, I just wanted to share that with y'all because it's important. And in my experience, men don't really talk about that aspect of having a child. So I wanted to be the one to give this perspective to my brothers and put it out there. Hey, this is the type of stuff that go on. You got to think about your children. I know we always see in the media, whatever the case may be, we always see the message of child support, custody, family court. The court system ain't fair to the men, and this and that and this and that. But also you got to think about the fact that us just having the urge to have sex and not really paying attention to what we doing and having self-control and dealing with women that we can actually see ourselves in relationships with, us not doing those things, being careful about what we do with our, you know what I'm saying, causes a lot of trauma in these kids' lives. And we may not, I know for a fact that I never thought about that aspect of it. Before I had kids, that never crossed my mind because I didn't have kids to think about that for. But we got to be proactive with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I feel one of the biggest contributors to the single parent rate being so high is because we really don't put a lot of focus on choosing the right woman to be with. We live in that lifestyle. Like, for one, let me just say this. In our society, sex is way too big of an influence on us.
That's true. Sex is a way big of an influence on us. You got to look at, choosing the right partner, the right person to be with. It's easier said than done. It's easy to say it. But when it comes to actually doing it, a lot of people find it difficult to actually do that because they really don't care for that. A lot of times when we get with someone, we're driven by our sexual impulses. We just see the person and we're just like, I just want to get with them, have sex. We're not thinking about longevity. We're not thinking about, what would it be like if we had a family? We don't care, And it has a lot to do with the fact that we all, or most of us, may have been raised in households that was dysfunctional. And because of that, we didn't learn the principles on what it means to be a husband, what it means to be a wife. So we're out here trying to figure it out. Some of you may have went to church to try to figure it out, still didn't figure it out. Some of you brothers, you following dating coaches, trying to figure out how to deal with women. All they doing is teaching you how to be wicked. I did a stream the other day where I was talking about a issue with divorce court, where a brother was brought in there with his woman, and he was talking about some alpha male strategies or some nonsense. He got offline, and he ended up losing his woman over the strategies. And the stream got cut during the ending. It was pulled from YouTube for some copyright nonsense. Not for a copyright claim, but it had a content ID match on it. And it's right now in the process of being resolved. I have to wait for YouTube to sort everything out with with Fox to deal with that situation. Once that video gets sorted, it's gonna be going. I have it on my channel. It's still there, but they limited the reach of the video. So once that gets sorted, it'll be back and people can check it out. It shows how dysfunctional we are in our relationships, where a man would take advice from another man who's dysfunctional and use that on his woman, and he end up losing his woman, and he have a child with her. This is crazy, but this is what's going on. Shout out to 9C Boomer 7 for joining Team Ringo. Welcome. Appreciate your support. Hope you enjoy your stay. A lot of content here, a lot of truth, and that's what we're about. All right, let me get back to this.
I can see exactly why the Bible say, have sex after marriage.
Let me correct what he said right there. The Bible don't say have sex after marriage. It don't say that. I get what he's trying to say. I just need to make sure this is clear. Sex equals marriage. You understand that? Sex consummates the marriage. When you get with a woman and you lay with her, you release your spirit in her. You feel the energy exchange. You know she's your woman now. She knows you're her man. That is the marriage once you have sex. What you brothers need to make sure that you're doing is that when you get with a woman, you have lengthy conversations. Lengthy conversations about where you're going. What are you doing? Like, why are we together? Okay, we like each other. That sounds cool. But are you really trying to be with me long term? You ladies have to look at a brother and look in his eyes. Look inside of his eyes. Look inside of his eyes so you can see what he's thinking. Look in the eyes. If he's twitching left and right, he's not real. If he really want to be with you, he'll be with you long term. If you told him, look, I don't feel comfortable having sex right now, but I do like you. I really want to keep building, but I don't feel comfortable having sex right now, but I definitely want to be with you. I just don't feel comfortable because I need to really get to know where you stand. If that brother is real, he's supposed to be like, look, you take all the time you need to take because I'm actually here because I really like you. And the pure fact that you want to wait, I get it. A lot of brothers probably may have done you dirty. You may have your doubts, but hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? We could talk, go out, have some fun, and just keep that flow. Matter of fact, by the pure fact that I'm not getting with you, it's only building up that desire. So by the time you actually get with that sister intimately, right? And you make her your woman, because you're supposed to talk about that, brothers. You're supposed to be like, look, I want you to be my wife. Not my girlfriend, not my hookup buddy, not my side chick or whatever the case. I want you to be my wife. I want to build a family, bear children. But I need for you to understand me. You got to explain and talk to a woman. It's not just about you just getting married. You got to talk to a woman. She got to understand you. This is the type of man I am. This is my beliefs. This is what I do. If you're a brother and you practice polygyny, you need to let a woman know. I practice polygyny. See, a lot of you sisters, let me talk about this for a bit. A brother will tell you, I practice polygyny. First thing that thoughts come in your mind, he got 35 women. Not at all. A brother can say he practiced polygyny and only have one wife. He don't have no other wife, but he practiced polygyny, meaning that he is open to having more than one wife. He may have 2 wives. Righteous men who practice polygyny, for the record, are not out there just getting with women to have sex with them and leave them. Men that practice polygyny are in the business of building family. We take our women serious. We're about getting to know them, understanding purpose, teaching them their role so that we can build and move forward. Righteous men are not out here trying to get a woman in bed just to use her for sex and leave her. We understand the scriptures. We understand there is a judgment from the Most High. And we understand that if we take advantage of these ladies, we're going to be held accountable to the Most High, possibly put to death. I'm not trying to be put to death by the Most High for abusing our women. But there are a lot of men that do. So for all the ladies that may have issues with polygyny, I want you to understand that you're fighting against the Most High. You're not fighting against the righteous brothers that preach the truth. You're fighting against the Most High. Now, in New Breed's previous stream, he asked a question about, do you ladies like to be lied to? Or would you like to be lied to? I would like to pretty much speak on that. It seems as if though most women want to be lied to. You should want a brother to be honest and upfront with his positions on where he at with you. But it seemed like you would want a brother to just tell you, you're the only one, I love you, you're the only one. Rather than being upfront with you like, look, baby, we together, I really like being around you, I love your personality, love the energy you give, but I need for you to understand that I practice polygyny, which means that although I'm with you, there's a possibility I may love another woman. I ain't with one right now, but it is what it is because I'm focusing on my purpose. But I need for you to know that right now. I need for you to understand that because I don't want you to be jealous. I don't want you to be looking over your shoulder and looking in my cell phone and being all insecure. That's not what this is about. I'm not out here pumping and dumping women. I don't take advantage of women. That's not how I move. Now, other brothers may do that, but don't look at me as if though I'm just like those brothers. I need for you to understand this because life is short. Today I'm here, tomorrow I'm gone. I need for you to understand these things because I don't want to move forward with you and then later on down the road, all of a sudden, you have a change of heart. And now you want to make me feel like I'm wrong for being me. I'm a man of the Most High. I'm going to be fruitful and multiply. But I need for you to understand this moving forward. So you got to talk like that to a lady so she can understand where you are. Because we're not going to simp for vagina. We're not going to tell a woman what she want to hear just so we can get in her pants. You're going to tell a woman what she need to know about you as a man so she could decide if she want to be with you. And for all the ladies, I suggest that you get to know a brother on how he move. There's a lot of men that will listen to my content. There's a lot of men that will listen to New Breed's content on the subject of polygyny. And they would use the talking points of polygyny to lure you sisters in and take advantage of you. I need for you sisters to be mindful of that. That every guy that claimed to be righteous is not righteous. Every guy that claims he practiced polygyny is not practicing biblical polygyny. I need for you to know that because there are men that have done this. They've took the teachings and went to women and used what is righteous for evil and took these women as wives, but wasn't taking care of them. Took these women as wives, got them pregnant and left. And these women came online talking all of this stuff, and it makes it look like all of us are doing the same when we're not. So because of that, you sisters have to be mindful to judge the tree by its fruit. Don't just get with a man because he say he practiced polygyny. Look at his current family, ladies. Look at his current family. Look at that. Look at the current family he have and look at the structure. Look at his family. Are they happy? Are they being taken care of? What's going on with him? Because that's going to let you know where he's at. Have he been successful with a woman long term? If not, that just proves that he's not built for polygyny. You got to look at the track record of what a man been producing. You got to look at these things, ladies. I don't know who that's for, but it's for somebody out there in the clouds. Let me get back to this. Let's go.
Because having sex before marriage, like just having sex, period. Once you have sex with somebody, it clouds your mind.
Yep.
Your ability to make good decisions goes out the window most of the time. When you got sex on your mind, you ain't, you not responsible. It's just like being under the influence of a drug. You will go out there and make some bad decisions when you get real horny. You know what I'm saying?
See, if you're a brother and you're practicing polygyny, and you have a wife or you have 2 wives or 3, there is no reason for you to be going out there looking for women. This is why polygyny is so important for the black family. Because what it does, it eliminates so much. It eliminates a man having to go out there and creep on the low, creeping on his job, creeping in the streets, looking around for different women. Instead, he got his wives at home, or his wives is in separate locations, depending on how their situation is. Because based on the scriptures, you have a lot of women in today's day. Based on the scriptures, it says 7 women are going to pretty much try to gravitate towards 1 man. But we know into this day, you have over 20 to 30 women to 1 man today. Women outnumber men. So when women push this monogamy nonsense, it's madness. Because if you were to take every man and place him with 1 woman, there would be hundreds of millions of women single, childless, and remain that way for the rest of their lives, because there are more women in the world than men. Why is that? Because the Most High made it that way for the purpose of polygyny, to be fruitful and multiply, And a lot of times women, because of their predisposition to fight against the Most High, will misuse scripture and say, well, a man is supposed to only have 1 wife according to this. It says that a bishop must be the husband of 1 wife. Really? That's what the Bible says? Yes, Ringo. The Bible says that a bishop is supposed to be the husband of 1 wife. So you're wrong. Oh, really? What if I don't want to be a bishop? Have it ever dawned on you? If it says that a bishop must be the husband of 1 wife, what if I don't want to be a bishop? It didn't say that every man must have 1 wife. You got to learn how to read to understand. But Ringo, it says that a deacon must be the husband of 1 wife. Okay. But what if I don't want to be a deacon? Number 2, if everyone in the society only had 1 wife, why would you have to tell grown men that in order to be a bishop or a deacon, you must be the husband of 1 wife if we all have 1 wife? Can I get a witness? See, when you learn how to read, to understand, you'll learn that the writer is given suggestions on what someone need to do in terms of the requirements for the office. In those times, men that were in ministry had to focus a lot of time and dedication and devotion to the truth. Having a big family was sort of like holding him back in a way. So a man practicing polygyny was the norm in the land. Everybody had more than 1 wife. People, Use common sense. Why would a scripture tell you if you want to be a bishop, you must be the husband of one wife? If everybody in the land already had one wife, you're basically telling me not to have more than one. Why would you tell me that if we already have one wife? Common sense will tell you that polygyny has always been practiced all throughout the New Testament. So when people say, where in the Bible, where in the New Testament does it say that a man can have more than one wife? Well, if you knew how to read, you would know. Again, for those who have understanding, when the scripture says a bishop must be the husband of one wife, that alone is telling you that men had more than one wife in the land. Why would you even instruct a man that he must be the husband of one wife if he want to be in the office of a bishop? Why tell him that if we already have one wife? Simple reading and comprehension skills is lacking in the community. All throughout the Old Testament, the Most High lets you know, if he take another wife, her food and her raiment shall he not diminish, which mean as a husband, when you take on another wife, you're supposed to make sure that she's clothed, that she have food, and that her duties of marriage are not diminished, which mean there's no favoritism in terms of not making her do what she's supposed to do. These are things that we should know. This culture has destroyed our family. So women, when they hear polygyny, they're like, so hold up, you're gonna be having sex with her? I don't want that. It's not about what you want. It's about what the purpose of the Most High is. See, ladies, how many men been in your vagina? How many men? How many men been in your vagina? So you want me to wife you up and you dealt with 15 different guys. You want me to take you serious, but you've been with all these men. But you have a problem if a man teach on polygyny, which is biblical truth. You bugging out. Well, you know, Adam only have one wife. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. First of all, look, New Breed touched on this issue in his live stream. I'm gonna push this information more. Adam and Eve was not the only people on the earth. If your pastor told you that, he lied. Because Adam and Eve produced Cain and Abel. You all know the story. Cain killed his brother. Cain fled through the fields. The Most High saw him, said, "What are you running from? What's going on?" He was afraid for his life, and the Most High put a mark on him, saying that if anybody was to harm Cain, they're going to get sevenfold. It's going to be a big issue. Why would the Most High put a mark on him for protection if no one else was on the earth but Adam and Eve? Think about that. Not only that, if you keep reading the scriptures, it says that Cain fled to the land of, I think it's Nod, where he met his wife. Where did that woman come from? Again, you got to read. Adam and Eve was not the only people on the earth. It was a garden. The earth is large. It was a garden, and the Most High was reproducing mankind to replenish the earth. Adam had multiple wives. The scriptures don't have to talk about all these different things. How could one man, woman populate the whole entire earth? Are you kidding me? Use some sense, man. It don't make no sense. You know? You have to recognize what the truth is. Polygyny is the standard for marriage. Monogamy is a curse and a cancer. That is what destroyed the black family. That's a European concept. Our people have always practiced polygyny. Monogamy causes men to go out there and creep on the low. I don't care what man you have. He is not going to only be with you. He can say, baby, you're the only one, whatever. But that's a lie. It causes him to creep on the low. It causes him to do things underground. That's wickedness. A man is supposed to be a man straight up. But what it's doing is causing him to go out there and creep with women for pleasure rather than purpose. That's what Satan did to us as brothers. He caused us to go out there to creep with women for pleasure rather than purpose. So what we're doing is destroying women while at the same time having a woman, and then we want to judge women as being hoes and thoughts when we're out there doing evil. All because monogamy is a cancer that put men in a prison, which is all population control. Birth control, population control. Condoms, population control. There would be no need for a condom if the only people you having sex with is your husband. If you're a brother who practices polygyny and the only ones you're with is your wives, there is no need for condoms because everybody is on point. Your wives are healthy. You're healthy. Nobody's out there doing no dirt. There's no reason to be concerned about STDs. All of those things are fears that the enemy use to make our women feel like it's something that's wrong. While at the same time, these very same women who feel something is wrong been sleeping around with every damn man in the hood. But it's not a problem when they do what they do. Again, ladies, we're dealing with quality men that teach and build family, not whoremonger males. So, with that said, let me get back into this. Here we go.
Let's be grown about it. Everybody made some bad decisions when they was horny. You done called the ex that you know you shouldn't have been calling. You done did all of that in the past just because you had that urge. And it's done messed us up. And then on top of that, like that person that commented on that video said, we not having these kind of conversations that we need to be having. Men just out here, we in the music and all that, we popularize having a bunch of women, having a bad chick, a dime, she got a big booty, all it. We gotta stop doing that, man. We gotta be conscious of what we are doing when we out here having all this sex. You know? And I ain't trying to seem like I'm holier than thou and all that. I'm telling you from experience. The reason I'm in this situation I'm in is because I wasn't thinking clearly.
See, brothers, the reason why he's in that situation is because he wasn't thinking clearly. Think about that. He wasn't thinking clearly. And this is a very important issue for you brothers to deal with, because a lot of times you get with women and you focus only on sex. And the thing is, you're not thinking about the outcomes of what's going to happen. Who's going to get hurt? We think, oh, nothing's going to happen to me because I'm a man. Nothing's going to happen to me. But you're going to feel the vibes too. It's not just the woman you hurt, and it's yourself too. You know? Let me see what's going on here. Shout out to Naima for the super chat. Hold on. Said, what happened to my member status, Ringo? Missed you though. Member status. I don't know what happened to your member status. I know that I took away your mod status the other day. I don't know if you recall. There was a topic that I made where I instructed everyone to not post a comment in a post that I made, which was a poll. And I think you came in there, someone else came in there. So I blocked the person who commented, and being that you were a moderator, rather than blocking you, I just took away your wrench. That's what happened. But I don't know about membership. I don't know if I can take away someone's membership. I thought that memberships pretty much last when you sign up. So I don't know how that can go away. That's pretty much what happened. But, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be a mod again, I can restore you. But the point is, I took away your wrench because, again, I have rules. So if people comment in a poll, I'm no respecter of persons. But it is what it is. But when it comes to this membership thing, I can't take someone's membership, though. I can't do that. But I'll reinstate you. Ain't no doubt about that. But just next time, if there's a poll and I, have something on the screen where I say, don't post no comments, don't post no comments. I blocked probably damn near 50 people during that length of time where I was posting all those different posts on my community section. 50 people got blocked because I have zero tolerance for people that don't follow the rules or read. This is why I disabled all comments and everything. Nobody could comment. The only way people could comment is during a live show as they support. So I hope that clears up everything there. See, I had that button on again. All right, let's get back into this, y'all. Let's go.
Made some bad decisions as far as letting sex control who I dealt with and vice versa. Me and my kid's mom, if we really would have paid attention to what we had going on, we would have saw that we weren't right for each other. But sex came into the picture too soon. Next thing you know, we just, y'all know how grown-ups do. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. I hope y'all take something from this video. I know a lot of y'all always say that I only speak to women in my videos, but that's because most of my audience is women, and I'm trying to be, fairly, somewhat split in my messages or whatever, because I feel like men got a lot of work to do, women got a lot of work to do, and most of these platforms, they're split. They're either all for women and against men, or all for men and against women. So I just wanted to share my story with y'all so that y'all can hopefully take something from it and think about that before you go out next weekend or the night or whatever and go ahead and lay up with somebody that you ain't right for.
See, some of you brothers are about to go out tonight and lay up with some women you're not good for. So I hope that you're listening to what the brother is saying, because a lot of y'all are getting ready to go out there and do all the stuff we just finished talking about. And then when you get on child support, you want to call the woman evil. No, the woman is actually doing the right thing by putting you on child support. So all the ladies out there, if you got a brother, he's doing you dirty. You and him really weren't compatible, but you did the do, and he don't want to have nothing to do with them kids. The only thing you can do is put them on child support. I don't got no problem with that. At the end of the day, you put him on child support. It is what it is if he ain't doing what he got to do. But now if you got a brother that's doing what he's supposed to do and you're being vindictive and evil and want to put him on child support because you just want to control him and be abusive towards him, that's wrong. That can have serious consequences when you have a good man and you want to put him on child support just because you're angry that his other woman, look better than you. It's crazy. Okay, let me see, because I think his show is wrapping up right now. Let me just let him finish his last words.
Think about what could possibly happen. Because like I said, all the control is in your hands before you penetrate that woman. And if you with somebody, you having sex with somebody that you ain't right for, just cut it off. If you base your relationship on sex, it's not gonna work. And if you mess around and have a baby, y'all gonna end up hating each other because you ain't right for each other in the first place. That's all I'm gonna say on this one, man. I appreciate y'all for watching this long. thank y'all for subscribing to my channel. If you ain't already did it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like this video, share this video, and I'll see y'all on the next one.
All right. Hope everybody got a lot of info out of that. Just want to share my final words on what we witnessed, what we shared. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Said, K, thanks, Ringo. I missed the comment you made about no comments. I've been laying low. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. Yeah. All right. Final thoughts on this issue here. A lot of you brothers, you have to take heed to what this man shared. He shared his story. He shared his life issues with us. And what do we need to take from this? What we got to take from this here is that we got to be accountable for what we do when it comes to women. You could see a sister that you want to bang. We all seen these type of women. Could be any woman. You want to bang her. You really do. She look real good. But you got to ask yourself, okay, I want to bang her, but do I want her to be my woman on my team? Am I willing to stay in her life? Are you willing to do that? If you're not willing to do that, you shouldn't be interested in trying to get with her because your motives is wrong. She might turn you on. All of that might be cool. But if you're not planning to stay there with her, guide her, teach her, show her love, then it don't make no sense. It makes no sense you even be there with her. It's time for us as men to make better choices in the women we deal with. A lot of times we like to tell sisters that they need to do that. We like to tell women that they need to choose a better man. But yet we're not out here choosing better women. That's a problem. You see? We got to make better choices. We got to use the material that we find in terms of truth and gain an understanding on how to move in these streets. There's too many children that are in broken homes. Father ain't around. Mom doing her best trying to deal with the kids. And it's a struggle. And a lot of times you guys, you don't understand the amount of work a woman do as a single mother. A lot of times single mothers, they get a lot of heat, a lot of flack. Brothers are always going in on a single mother. But it was you brothers that laid up with these women and planted your seed. So even if she made a bad choice, you made a bad choice. So why are you bashing her when most of you brothers are out here trying to pump and dump these single mothers? You see, here's the problem. A lot of you brothers on YouTube, you're hypocrites. A lot of you. You will talk about the single mother, but at the same time, you would have no problem getting head from the single mother. You would have no problem getting some vagina from the single mother. You have no problem. Because as long as we don't know that you're having sex with the single mother, you'll go out there and you'll do it. But you'll criticize her online. You'll tell brothers, avoid single mothers. Now, of course, a lot of single mothers are dysfunctional and should be avoided. But it's different strokes for different folks. You may run into a woman that's a single mother and she might be cool. It is what it is. But at the same time, don't be a hypocrite. Don't tell brothers, avoid this and avoid that, but yet, in the back in the booth in the dark, a single mother is giving you some single mother head. You enjoying that single mother head now. She might be a single mother, but she gives some good head. My goodness, man, she's a machine. I mean, damn, my goodness. You know, a lot of single mothers be looking good too out here. See, these brothers are hypocrites. They talk all that talk, but trust and believe. If a single mother came up to them and said, look, I'm horny, could you come over? Them brothers is coming over tonight. They coming over tonight to deal with that sister. But yeah, we gotta be accountable as men. Again, shout out to New Breed for his show early on today. Make sure you subscribe to him, subscribe to Rollo, subscribe to Pastor Dow. I'm gonna always say to subscribe to them because it's very important that the people get a balance from what different brothers are saying. That show was powerful. Oh shoot, New Breed said the same thing I was saying. He said, powerful stream. Yeah, that show was on fire. And you had a lot of women in there. They were in their feelings, but again, as men of truth, you gotta put out the flames, put them flames out there. Even if the women feel some type of way, they need to hear that truth. You know, I just want brothers to get the truth from this stream. Don't be a hypocrite. Be accountable. Don't just talk about it. Be about it. You know, don't take advantage of our women. You know, take care of them. You see some sisters, do right, man. That's all I'm saying. Like, do right by these sisters, man. So that's about it, y'all. We're gonna try to come back on later on tonight for another stream. So I said 11 p.m., but don't hold me to that. You know, I'm hungry right now. You know, I'm hungry right now. Really hungry. I gotta go get something to eat right now. I really do. You know? Think about the children. The children need their father. The children need their moms. You ladies out there, you know, your child's father, you know, if he's a good man, don't treat him like he's crap. Don't tell your kids that their father ain't this and ain't blank. You know, be respectful. Even if y'all not together, open up that door of communications where you and the baby father can communicate for the children's sake. Not because of your personal issues, not because, you know, he cheated on you and whatnot. You know, it's 2021. Let's be adults. Even if y'all fight, and clawed, it kind of comes a time where you put aside the foolishness and be like, look, your son is getting older. I know we had our differences. You know, you probably hate me. I probably hate you. But I need for you to really be here for him right now. If there's anything, I need for you to be active in his life to kind of show him the way. I can't do it by myself. I admit it. I regret the fact that our relationship fell apart. I regret that, you know, I said some bad things to you. Maybe you feel the same way towards me. But I need for you to be there for my son, our son. Be there for our daughter. So that they can have the values that is needed, so that they can make the best possible decisions, so they don't have to end up like us. You know, that's the goal, right? So, appreciate everybody coming through. I don't even know if White Castles is even open. Are they open? I haven't been to White Castles since COVID started. Speaking of White Castles, man, I want some White Castles right now. You know? Or I could get some plantains and some whitings. And for those who don't know, whitings is fish. Some sister in the background was like, did he just say he going out there to get a snow bunny? I knew it. I knew he was into them snow bunnies. You know? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go on and sign out. Do what we gotta do. Let's see what's going on. We have 259 likes, 230 in the building. Oh, we doing good right now. Okay. Thanks a lot. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean, all right. Appreciate everybody. Oh, you passed by one on Flatbush? Okay, I know where that one is. All right, I don't know. I might have to go over there later on tonight. I don't know. You know what I mean? I have my spots, my normal spots that I go to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give off all my locations. Next minute, everybody pull up on me like, yo, they go Ringo right there. You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm in the street, I'm always running into somebody that see me on YouTube. It's crazy. Like I'll be out in the street. The other day I went to the Chase Bank, so I had on my helmet, for my because I ride on scooters and whatnot, and I had on my helmet and I walked in the Chase Bank and I'm just doing my thing and I said, let me take off my helmet real fast. I took off my helmet and the dude was on the machine and he turned around to go do the put the money on the counter and he looked and like this and he looked at me, I looked at him. I'm like what the hell are you looking at? Like what the hell is this guy looking at? He was like, you're Ringo. It's like, got him. It's like, yeah. It's like, oh, snap. He was like, he bust out. He's like, this Ringo. He started pulling out cell phones and stuff. It's like, yo, you in Chase Bank. Oh, snap, yo. It's like, yeah, I'm in Chase Bank. You know what I mean? Just doing some banking. You know what it is? You know how it is, man. It's like, yo, man, I love your videos, man. Appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But that happens a lot. Sometimes you meet your haters. And it's so funny, when you meet your haters in the street, they become your friends overnight. One time I met somebody in the street that don't like me on YouTube. They're like, yo, Ringo, what up, bro? I'm like, who are you? It's like, oh, yo. He's like, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm one of those dudes that I don't agree with you and whatnot, but yo, man, I appreciate the fact that you do your thing, man. Much respect and blah, blah, blah. And we chopped it up. It's interesting how when you see people in person, totally switch up. It's different. When people online, they with that keyboard, they talking a lot of crap. When they see you in person, they be like, oh, snap. I didn't know you were like that. I believe it or not, I had somebody that asked me for an autograph. I kid you not. Downtown Brooklyn. I was going to get some sneakers, and I was walking by the little mall area. This dude came out with his people from somewhere. He was like, Ringo! Yo! What up, bro? He was all dressed up and whatnot, had on dress shirt and shoes. He was like, yo! What up, bro? I could get an autograph, man? I'm like, autograph? I was like, bro, listen, man, don't even do that mess to me, man. I don't even want none of that attention, to tell you the truth, for real. Anyway, y'all, we gonna sign out. Appreciate everybody coming through. This was a powerful show, powerful stream, man. A lot of information, a lot of truth. Shout out to the brother who actually was in the video. I'm gonna set up the description area with the link to his video, so if you want to go and support his platform, you can do so. And it is what it is, man. He looked familiar though. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know if I don't know. Maybe he looked familiar. Like I seen him somewhere before. I'm not sure if he was on. If I'm wrong, correct me. But he looked like somebody I seen on. I think it was Pastor Dow's channel. Maybe I'm wrong, but he looked familiar. I don't forget faces. He looked familiar. If not, then hey, it is what it is. But he looked familiar. I thought I seen him in a video before. Somebody that was probably visiting his community. Maybe it was another guy that looked like him. But I don't forget faces. Maybe I should have been a detective or something. But anyway, it's Black Male Advice TV. The only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth. 100% raw and uncut. the way you need to hear it. The way you need to hear it. You already done know how it is, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah. So we gonna sign out, y'all. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to all the mods in the building. Shout out to all the members who joined. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the new subscribers. We gained 6 subscribers. 6 new subscribers. Shout out to you. We doing what we gotta do. It's Black Male Advice TV. You already done know what it is. We lit. It's Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw, 100% raw and uncut, y'all. We out, man. We out. We out. Good show. Good show. We out, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace and blessings. We out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.